In the final 9 minutes of his message to the grassroots speech, Malcolm X points out the hypocrisy in the way Black Americans approach resistance to white supremacy. He begins by highlighting that Black men are willing to fight and die for America in its wars abroad. Yet, when faced with the violence and oppression of white supremacy at home, they adopt a nonviolent stance. This, Malcolm argues, reflects a misguided understanding of revolution. He critiques the civil rights leaders who encourage Black people to love their enemies and avoid confrontation, despite enduring centuries of systematic oppression. For Malcolm, this contradiction is unacceptable, as the violence they are asked to commit abroad should be directed at their true enemies, those who uphold racism in America. Malcolm X then contrasts this passive nonviolent approach with the violent nature of true revolutions throughout history. He explains how revolutions in Algeria, China, and Cuba succeeded because they did not shy away from violence and bloodshed. These revolutionary movements knew that to overthrow their oppressors, they had to be willing to use any means necessary. Malcolm notes that these revolutions also eliminated Uncle Toms, those who sympathized with the oppressors and stood in the way of genuine change. He criticizes the Black leadership in America for allowing these Uncle Toms to thrive, as they serve to pacify Black resistance rather than encourage meaningful revolution.
The Chinese Revolution, they wanted land. They threw the British out, along with the Uncle Tom Chinese. Yeah, they did. They set a good example. When I was in prison, I read an article, and don't be shocked when I say I was in prison. You're still in prison. That's what America means, prison.
Oh, good day, family. Good day and gratitude.
9 years old. Her father was on his hands and knees.
We'll finish watching this in just a few minutes.
He was
Like 3 more
Tom
minutes.
China. When they had the revolution over there, they took a whole generation of Uncle Toms, just wiped them out. And within 10 years, that little girl became a full-grown woman. No more Toms in China. And today is one of the toughest, roughest, most feared countries on this earth by the white man, because there are no Uncle Toms over there. Of all our studies, history is best qualified to reward all research. And when you see that you got problems, all you have to do is examine the historic method used all over the world by others who had problems similar to yours. And once you see how they got theirs straight, then you know how you can get yours straight. Please. There's been a revolution, a black revolution going on in Africa. In Kenya, the Mau Mau were revolutionaries. They were the ones who made the word uhuru. They were the ones who brought it to the fore. The Mau Mau, they were revolutionaries. They believed in scorched earth. They knocked everything aside that got in their way. And their revolution also was based on land, a desire for land. In Algeria, the northern part of Africa, a revolution took place. The Algerians were revolutionists. They wanted land. France offered to let them be integrated into France. They told the French to hell with France. They wanted some land, not some France.
I know that's right. Hell with France.
And they engaged in a bloody battle. So I cite these various revolutions, brothers and sisters, to show you, you don't have a peaceful revolution. You don't have a turn the other cheek revolution. There's no such thing as a non-violent revolution. Only kind of revolution that's non-violent is the Negro revolution.
Oh, that's what I was looking at earlier. George Fraser. George Fraser. I think I finished watching him. I don't know if we were going to read tonight, but we are on part 3 of racial violence in the United States. We are almost done with this book. We are on part 3. We right here. Yeah, and I didn't know if I wanted to, for us to read tonight. I guess we'll see what you all think. Because I wanted to just chat and say how y'all doing, and I hope y'all had a wonderful day. I think I'm tired tonight. Yeah, I had a wonderful day today, Yeah, it was beautiful earlier, wasn't it? Oh, we did say we were gonna, go over when we were listening to brother Professor James Smalls. Remember? Oh, wasn't that awesome? We had just talked about him. What was I was mentioning him? Oh, the religion, divinity and stuff. Remember, I got that when I was listening to him some years ago, and it was on YouTube. And it was explaining, about religion and what religion really means. It's the understanding the path of divinity. It's the path of understanding divinity. And I've been referencing this. This is one of my receipts. I hear Sister Vicky and them saying all the time, they come with the receipts, honey. So, stuff I be writing down and stuff, them my receipts. And I guess I need to start adding the, I don't know how you can, put your reference on there, or the source, I guess. But anyway, I had his name at the top of this right here. So I remembered that's where I had got most of it from. Something on here might have came from Dr. John Henry Clark, too. I write down stuff of his, too, They all are very knowledgeable anyway. But to see him on his live with Dr. Susan Tata, I had never heard of her before, y'all. And she's good, too, to subscribe to and stuff. And Brother Professor James Smalls, he is Pan-African, Pan-Africanism. And like I said, I am starting with the United States, but I will be, referencing and including and eventually evolving to include all melanated people. All melanated people on this planet right here. But, I got to start where I'm at, and that's right here in the United States. I did subscribe to him because he's one of my mentors, even if it ain't yours. I don't even put us in a box no more. No, we everybody. We all of us. Here and there. Yep, here and there. I know we all got different stories, different histories, We not the same, but we are the same. Yeah, we are the same. Them little petty differences and stuff, that's what they are. Just petty differences and stuff, because we are in different locations. We all have different situations and circumstances that we're going through and stuff, but we still have that one common enemy. Us, and we do. Melanated people on this planet. They more mine than anybody else. That's how I feel about it. So yeah, on here, yeah, I include them with this. And eventually, yeah, I'm going to be doing, reading about Africa too. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be reading about Africa too. But anyway, let me get this out the way right here. Good day and gratitude, family. I am Face the Nation. We are on Bolden Unchained. We're on Bolden Unchained. We finally made it. And we're here to assist Black America with the uncovering and the condemning of the many agendas, events, projects, operations, bills, codes, laws, acts, compromises, plans, experiments. So many experiments on us, y'all. Studies, courses. Probably whole curriculums. We don't never know what these people got on the back burner about us. But that's why we're here, to uncover all of this. It's really needed today. That's the need that I saw. If you see a need, then you're supposed to feel it. You're supposed to fix it. And yeah, it took me a long time. to see what I supposed to fix, what I'm supposed to help fix, and I'm supposed to help Black America. I'm supposed to help Black America find out why we're against each other. We suffer from this self-hate, dedicated ignorance, which was coined by Dr. Ray Hagins. And that's what I'm supposed to do. And so that's what I'm here doing. You know, I don't know about nobody else's stuff. That's why I'm here. You know, that's what my ancestors told me. And those that's supposed to be here for this, it'll resonate with them. Yeah, this ain't just no sitcom or no show. No, my ancestors are ready to be remembered. They are ready to be remembered. You know, we do have free will, free choice. You know, and I want us to know it's okay if you're not ready. If you have barriers in your life that you cannot, you know, show, exercise, or embrace. That you cannot embrace, you know, you got barriers in your life. You cannot openly, freely embrace, you know, the personal freedom. That's what I call it, my personal freedom. I know we got financial freedom. You know, I guess there's spiritual freedom, religious freedom. I don't know. I just know about financial freedom. And then I read about personal freedom. And when I learned about the personal freedom, it just gave me a little more clarity that I needed to accept what I'm supposed to do. Why else would I going to have all this information here? You know? So when I read that personal freedom, it was like, yeah, that's why you got this. You supposed to tell it and teach it. You know, and I know I'm not politically correct, and I ain't trying to be. I am not trying to be, honey. If you here looking for that, you might well go on to somebody else. Because you going to curse, and I'm going to cuss. Yeah, you gonna curse and I'm gonna cuss. You know, I do cuss. And you curse just by saying, you know, this old foul language that we speaking, you know, without a doubt. We don't have any questions, a lot of us, about this language that we speaking. What is it, the etymology of words? We don't be knowing about these words we speaking and stuff. We just waking up talking about good morning, good morning. We got to think about these things because everything hit different for us. Everything is different for us. Yeah, I know everybody's saying good morning, but it don't mean the same for them. Our experiences shaped, you know, things in a way, everything in a way that is really detrimental to us. And as often as we're saying it and not knowing it, there is power in the tongue. But it ain't just for intolerable words. I put it like that, you know. Uncool words, you know. I mean, who would think the word bless you would actually break down for us, Black people, melanated people, would actually break down to be less you? Who would think that but a creative mind? I know people gonna say, no, a crazy mind. No, honey, ain't nobody crazy but everybody else. Nobody crazy but everybody else. Yeah. Everybody else they crazy. Everybody else is just blindly following what white America has forcefully set out for people. I did too. We all did. But at some point, hey, we as Black people, we're different. At some point, we got to say, hey, hold up, wait a minute. Let me look at this again. And so, you know, that's where I found myself at. And, you know, this is it right here. This is the need that I see that needs to be filled. It needs to be healed and looked at. Black America having this dedicated ignorance, this self-hate against ourselves, like we just committed to treating us like white folks do. Like we doing this so white folks won't never get on us again. We're not coming together. We're not building. We're not, you know, we trying, but you know, because we're not doing it sincerely like we would if we didn't have all this stress and worry of what white America gonna do, if we had came together to build, honey, our Black Wall Streets, we would have at least one of them up. Somebody would even be there. The families wouldn't be there. You know, after all this time, we would have been had them up. But I'm saying after the last, couple of decades, I guess, white America just keeps setting us back. Won't let us get up on our feet. And that's why I'm here. I just want to heal Black America. I want to help Black America heal. Black America ain't never had no healing, no therapy. Dr. Joy DeGrasse said we ain't never, ever had no type of therapy. Nobody even suggested it. What the fuck is wrong with people? What is really wrong with folks? And not what's wrong with us? Brother Professor George Fraser said we cannot fix white people. Is this it? No, this is not it right here. We cannot fix white people. We can't fix them. They're insane. He said it out his mouth. He told us to go watch Toni Morrison. I'm going to go watch it too. I don't think we're going to read tonight because I'm kind of stocked up and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go find that video. We did watch it earlier. But he said it. That white America is insane. He said who would actually, justify what white America has done? How could they justify it? He said they biblically. Ooh, look at that. He said they biblically, morally justified what they did to us. I know y'all saying, now you're saying don't call it in slavery. Don't call it slavery. Call it oppression. And what was the other one? Miss something. But I know you said oppression. I could do that. But I'm going to have to use both of them. Because where I'm from and stuff, we know the word slavery. By now, I hope we know the word oppression too. I mean, it is a fairly common word. But where I'm from and stuff, we don't know all y'all lingo. Y'all didn't make sure we understood dedicated ignorance was a terminology that we need to know. So, yeah, I'm willing to mention that, to let us know that, hey, what we see is self-hatred, because we know that. I will let us know that Dr. Ray Hagen's coined dedicated ignorance because it's a term. Yeah, this right here is it. I'm going to watch this again, too. We're going to watch this again because I ain't reading tonight. Yeah, but it's just 24 minutes and 30 seconds long, but it's very necessary. Very necessary for us, Black America. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. It's going to be a lot of repetition here. I don't know about putting together a curriculum and stuff. It's got to be more than just reading our books, and it is. I'm trying to put it together and stuff because it's so much to find out why we hurting like this, why we hurting each other, ignoring each other. We ain't never been this hard on each other before. But now, yeah, we can't even look at each other. And it's because of white America, what white America has done to us. We're so traumatized, y'all. We are so traumatized. We tired. We don't know what else to do. That's because we can't do nothing else. We've done everything. We've sacrificed everything. We've forgotten everything. We gave up everything. We just let it be. I give up. I surrender to white folks. And they still not happy. But we not happy either. I know, y'all. Come on now. We not motherfucking happy. I'm not happy. If y'all don't want to say it, I'll say it. I'm not happy. As a Black woman, I'm not happy that we are under these folks like we've been kept. Now, I'm going to have to blame us, too, on that part. Because, hell, I didn't even know shit. I was out fucking up my whole life. Hell, I thought that it was all our fault. We were just fucking up. I didn't know that the whole move, when you move, that hole in front of you, that sabotage, that's right there in front of every Black person, even the Black baby in the womb. He already got that hold on him. When he get out here and he start crawling and running and navigating through life, always so many sabotages and traps against the black man especially. And you know the black woman, the black girl just triply oppressed. But you know, I thought here we all just fucking up. Oh shit, we just fucked up. Hell, we just teenage mothers. Hell, we all had to drop out of school. You know. No, that's how it was just set up like that. It's by design. And if we ain't got our focus, if our babies ain't got their focus, they gonna fall through some holes too. You know, you gotta be really doggedly focused to use education, get through it, and actually utilize it to get to your financial freedom. Look at how many are people that do graduate, but they don't get to that financial freedom. So yeah, you gotta dog that financial freedom. You gotta dog it if you really want it. But it can be done. It can be done. I just want to say, you know, to me, if I had financial freedom and stuff, you know, it probably would be at this cost right here. I probably wouldn't be here doing what I see I love to do. Talk about my ancestors. I probably wouldn't be here if I had that financial freedom that way. Now, the way my ancestors gonna give it to me, you know, that's gonna be for my people. I'm gonna have to use it for my people because that's truly my happiness. That's all I want is for us to truly be okay. I thought we was all right. You know, if I known we was still fucked up, honey, whoever came and said, Face, you want to go with us to the club? I'd have been like, hell no, I'm reading. Shit, y'all going up there with them old folks. You know, because my mind, my focus would have still been on us. See, Black America, we got to understand, when we leave this out, when we leave all of our contributions, all of our saviors, they are our saviors. You know, have your higher power. I already said, you know, I can understand y'all got y'all higher power because I got mine too. And everybody know y'all higher power. Y'all know each other's higher power when you hear it and stuff. And that's fine. I need y'all to know mine's now because it's different. Yes, it's different. We are in a whole new era now. We got to look at everything differently now. I know it hurts. I know the Bible said it's going to be people coming acting like they me and they're going to be false prophets. But honey, you tell me where's the lie about what I've said. Has anybody came and said, that ain't true, Face? That is not true. That man, them folks ain't riding them horses up there. You know, I know y'all book, that Bible been out for how long? Thousands of years. But honey, the cosmos been up there birthing, giving birth for millions, billions of years. So, you know, yeah, as far as that right there, I can agree to disagree with y'all. But either you can, you know, be okay with how I feel and how I teach it. Or, you know, yeah, you can go on somewhere else. I see you on some other channels and stuff. But yeah, this right here is different for us because we need to unlearn. And when it say unlearn, when our elders say we need to unlearn and relearn, today, right now, our 2025, allegedly, you know, we have been rolled back, so they said and stuff, to 1965. But we timeless, you know. Yeah, but we timeless, right? So we really don't know what time it is. Black America, we just know we gotta act. We gotta get on it. You know, I know y'all ain't gonna want to. I wouldn't either. I'd be mad. Oh, honey. Yeah, I'll go tell my pastor I'm gonna need all my money back. And let me ask you about the cosmos. Is the cosmos up here giving birth to everything? Is the cosmos up here giving birth to stars and planets and black holes and meteors and asteroids and rainbows and storms and lightning? Pastor, you supposed to know, Reverend. You supposed to know. You the one that put yourself at the pulpit. So I'm going to need to ask you about these things right here. You know, I mean, it's your Bible, yeah. You can point out some scriptures if you want to, because I got my scriptures too, my receipts too on that right there. And I'm looking for some more, because when I get to reading that book right there, yeah, it's going to be deep too. It sure is. You know, and that's just to read it, because I ain't never read it before. You know, I ain't never read it before, but you know, I digress though. You know, it's just so much, but we got to do it. Extreme measures call for extreme circumstances, call for extreme measures. I know how to read. So, you know what? You know, that's what I do. I read. Yeah, you're going to be teaching math, and you're going to be teaching science and all that good stuff, you know, and we're going to help each other. We're going to have to help each other. We're going to have to downgrade probably a whole lot. Depends on what you like to do and stuff. You're going to have to start doing your own nails and stuff, whatever. Our own inside gardens, and, you know, things finna get very, very tight for us, Black America. But hey, we always been in a tight space. You know, we always been struggling against something or another. This time it's going to be, you know, a rock, you know, concrete and metal and titanium or whatever these things is. Whoever would have thought the Jetsons was really a fucking movie? I mean, it was like pre-planned. The Jetsons. Make me think hell everything was pre-planned. You know, I kind of feel like, yeah, that book, of course that's what it's going to say. That's what's supposed to happen. You know, but yeah, so, you know, yeah, I can agree to disagree. But yeah, I want you to understand where I'm coming from, though, when you hear me speak on the cosmos manifesting the black man and the black woman. You can't no more say that mine is wrong than I guess I can say yours is wrong. So, hey, all I can say is keep yours. But please add your ancestors to it. That's the only difference. See, I don't need to add white Jesus to mine, because I got a black Jesus. I got a black Jesus, and I got a higher power, which is cosmic energy. It just ain't got no name like y'all call y'all higher power. I don't give my higher power a name. It's timeless. It's been here forever. It was here forever. You know, it's 12 universes out there. We went over this. It's 12 universes out there. This is a multiverse. We just in one universe. We already done studied this and stuff. So, you know, yeah, I can feel the way I feel and think and come up with how I want to think. I don't need to see things as y'all see them, as y'all took that Bible, you know, and it really drilled it home for y'all, for us, as a people collectively. As a collective, yeah. And it's a crutch to a lot of us, because we can't see, we can't critically think. We can just forgive and forget, and, you know, and try to hope that, yeah, that higher power gonna come and save us someday. But honey, ain't nobody coming to save us. We need to call it what it is. You know, but I digress. Y'all can't do it, that's fine. I can. And that's all I gotta do. Yeah, that's all I gotta do. I don't know. Might be Bolden Nation. Bolden Nation. Yeah. New spirituality. I don't know. Whatever the ancestors say it's going to be, it's going to be. It's going to be. The whole cosmos is on the ancestor side. How come we ain't on their side? The whole cosmos. All 12 universes. You know, each universe got 999 galaxies. It was on the paper. Each galaxy got 999 planets. Each planet, what it say? Each planet got 9 realms. So Earth got 9 realms. We just in one realm. So what, y'all gonna go to the last realm and stop? That's gonna be heaven. I suggest black people go a little bit further. I'm going to the 12th universe. So see, I'm going to the afterlife. That's why, you know, when we really think about these things right here, we can't stay with what we've been taught. We cannot remain with what we've been taught. How is that supposed to work? Everything is changing. Everybody's changing because life is changing. But our mentality is not changing. Is it because the white folks gave it to us or beat it in us, made our ancestors stand in the backyard on Sundays while they asked read the Bible to us? Yeah, so that right there is enough for me to say, hey, I need to know the truth. I need to know the truth. Mm-hmm. Let me take this out. Oh, let me get this out the way because I'll probably just be doing a lot of talking and stuff till I get tired and go to sleep. I might, minimize this screen too so I can see who in here and just say hi to y'all. I hope y'all had a good day today because, yeah, that was really confirmation. I've been thinking too. I hope brother is not upset, because I went on Brother James Small, Professor James Small. He was live with Dr. Sasha, what was her name? Tata. Yeah, Susan Tata. That was her name. And we were live, but I didn't know, who to stay with. We were on air. I don't really like to say live. We were live. I just like to say we was on air, and I really didn't want to put heels on here with mine because I kind of feel like, it's kind of like rude and stuff. But I had already been talking about it. And I had already been telling y'all, I looked at his documentary. It was his documentary years ago. I think that helped me get through my fear of blasphemy. Because when I first started, seeking the truth, and that's what it was. I felt like I was blaspheming. I was asking God, questioning God and stuff. And I remember my mom and grandmama and them saying, oh, you don't question God. God don't make no mistakes and stuff, and I wasn't saying that, he make no mistakes, she make no mistakes and stuff. I'm just saying I won't know the truth, and yeah. And, when I started listening to, our elders and stuff, it just dawned on me, hey, my higher power want me to know the truth. My higher power don't want me believing no bullshit that really ain't even a half of what the totality of cosmic energy is. So, I was like, yeah, I stopped fearing it, questioning and, actually thinking about it. And when I would hear stuff, I would really take it into consideration. Like this with Professor James Smalls. I wrote that years ago. I wish I had started dating stuff when I would write it. But I wish I had it so I could show y'all that, all of this stuff is for a reason. It's because we got to relearn everything. Do y'all really think we finna relearn everything, unlearn and relearn everything except religion? Black people. Oh, honey, yeah, I'll be going by myself. I'll be going by myself to the ancestors. Yeah, I mean, I do be talking to people too. I do be, yeah. When folks ask me, can I pray for you? I have to let them know, oh, no. Who are you praying to? Who are you praying to? Because I have to tell you, no, can you meditate for me? Just meditate. If you're going to do anything for face, meditate for me, and you can do it to my ancestors. I don't need you pulling somebody out that you want to talking about me. No, you need to address that with my ancestors. All you got to say is my ancestors, Daphne, face ancestors. I don't know. If it depends on who it is. It depends on who it is. If it's somebody I got to give some names to, then I'll run off some names of some ancestors that's done passed on. But it just depends and stuff. But I don't like people. Don't be praying on me. You keep that. My ancestors take very good care of me and let me know where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to be interacting with, and why. And it's this. This is the most important This is my purpose. I don't know what your purpose is. Your purpose is probably, it's a benefit. I know that. Whatever it is, it's a benefit for us as a collective, as a people. And I do want mine to be a benefit to us too. But I ain't going to make folks, I ain't going to browbeat you for this. We ain't even got to be the same spiritually. I'm spiritual. I know you probably religious or whatever. I don't know. But we ain't got to be the same. And I just want you to understand that now I'm not an atheist. I do believe, I do believe. But honey, it ain't no person. I don't believe that there's no man up there, honey. That's a womb up there. The universe is the black woman's womb. And every other woman got a womb too, but it ain't dark. It ain't black, black, black. Like that one song, Blickety Black, Black, Black. Yeah. They womb ain't like that. No. They womb is, it might be a little dark. Like when you pull the shade down in the daytime and it cast a little dim, dustness in the living room and stuff. You still tell it's outside. But, that's how their womb probably is. But a black woman's womb is black, 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 black. It's black. So, that's why I feel like I feel. Them things right there. And I can. It's my right. And I can and I do. And, furthermore, I believe that it's right because I can't do it. I can't trap my ancestors in heaven with these same people, especially since I read it in the book that man, that monster, said out of his mouth, and they put it in a book. They put the same people that wrote that Bible book. I don't care where they got it from. They all printed it. We ain't printed neither one. Melanated people ain't printed this one and ain't printed now one of them Bibles. But the same way they printed that Bible you got at your home and stuff, it's the same way they printed this one right here. And the same way, as sure as your Bible say, whatever them scriptures in it that it say, don't put old wine in a new bag. We'll use that one. As sure as your Bible say that, this one right here, this textbook right here, it's like a Bible too. Yeah. It says, the man William Joseph Simmons, he said out of his own mouth, he revived the Ku Klux Klan in 1915 because he had a spiritual vision. He said he formed the group in response to a spiritual vision of robed horsemen galloping in the sky. What robed horsemen? What robed horsemen? First, just answer the question. What robed horseman was galloping up there in the sky? You ain't never seen Bill Pinkett. You ain't never seen none of our black cowboys in robes. Let me see how they dressing. You ain't never seen them, in robes, galloping in the sky, terrorizing, assimilated with all of this violence and this ravageness. See, it ain't said nothing about no hat. What's them chapos that they got on the pants and stuff, the flaps and stuff, the cowboy pants. It ain't said nothing about them. It said robed horsemen. He formed the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan was his child. That's what he called it, my child. My child. He loved it. He after he had the spiritual vision, where he seen the brutal lynching of Leo Frank outside of Atlanta, Georgia. And then him and 15 of his friends went up on Stone Mountain on the outskirts of Atlanta, east of the city. And they held a ceremony because he Christianed or blessed. Yeah, blessed. Be blessed. He done thought of a speech, when he revived the Ku Klux Klan. And this was in 1915 on Thanksgiving night. So I want you, Black America, to really think about, see, Thanksgiving went over our head a whole long time ago, and it's still hovering. As far as I'm concerned, cook your dinner any day of the year that you want to, Black America. Have some respect and some honor for all the victims of this common enemy. Can we do that? It won't hurt us. It will not hurt us. So yeah, cook your dinner all through the year if you want to. Soon as it get nippy outside, you are, oh yeah, I gotta go to the grocery store. Hold on, let me take this off. This ain't got a little warm in here now. You know, as soon as it get a little nippy, you ought to be like, oh, I gotta go get my dinner. Yeah, what you cooking this Sunday? Oh, girl, you know I got my dinner coming on. Yeah, my gratitude dinner. Yeah, it ain't gotta be Thanksgiving no more. Shit, fuck white folks with that bullshit. It ain't even gotta be Thanksgiving no more. It ain't even got to be Thanksgiving no more because they motherfucking ass is lying and done manipulated us, honey. Who the hell, from now on Thanksgiving, remember this right here, it's in the book. Let me read his whole thing. An ex-Methodist preacher, William Joseph Simmons, incorporated the group in 1915 and established its national headquarters in a loft above a downtown Atlanta bank. That's the Ku Klux Klan. I know, let me start. Let me get it over. Let me finish this right here. Then I get to that. Because I do want to read this to y'all. I want to read this. I want to talk about what we listened to with Brother George Frazier. And then I'm going to get off and do something, go to sleep maybe. But we're going to look through a spiritual lens. Because I'm spiritual. I don't claim too much or nothing on religion. I don't. Nope. I just don't. I don't. And I'm not. I'm spiritual. My views are spiritual. Every last one of them. Yep, every last one of them. I ain't saying I'm a goody two shoes because I take that cigarette out of that pack and set that whole pack right back there where it was at. Yeah. Now, if you want to take the whole pack, that's on you. But you ain't gonna do it with me. You know, I'm just saying, you know, I ain't no thief, but I ain't just selfish either. But you know, I'm doing good not smoking cigarettes. I said, yeah, I'm doing good. We gotta wean ourselves on things. Ain't nothing finna happen overnight. So yeah, we look through the spiritual lens of loyalty to see who are we loyal to. Where's our faith at? Where's our loyalty at, Black America? Our loyalty is misplaced, and it's been misplaced a long time. We shouldn't be giving white America our all. Everything about us we done gave to white America. We trying to see what else we can give them now. Yeah. Yeah, our masses is trying to see what else can we give white America. There's nothing else to give white America. That's why we see our critical thinkers out there, and they really trying to mobilize us. You know, they really trying to mobilize us again and let us see that, hey, y'all see what's going on? And that's why we got to pay attention. We got to get to Black media. We got to start, you know, putting it in the damn search bar. Shit, your ass put it up and it come up. The Waltons, Judge Judy, Hell's Kitchen, Andy Griffin. I went to my neighbor house the other day. They ass was listening to, what's the little boy name? Andy Griffin. What the little boy named Toby? Whatever his name was. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, do you mind putting on Defiant Lawyers Network while I'm here? Or I got to go. I ain't finna sit over here with that and stuff. Sure ain't. Peace, but I'll see you later. Yeah, because we got to be more particular with our time. I do. I sure do. So yeah, we look through a spiritual lens of loyalty, spiritual lens of resilience. Yeah, I guess it is kind of draining sometimes. Somebody asked me too, was if you ain't getting your rest and self-care and stuff, you know, reading this right here, it is tough. It ain't easy to read about it, which is a good thing, you know, we're doing it at night and stuff because it gives us time to process it, you know, and deal with it. I do make reference to it during the daytime, you know, but not like at nighttime and stuff. Because, you know, we do have to process it and stuff because it will, you know, leave you fucked up if it's not processed and stuff. And like I said, you know, it's not no vengeance or, you know, no payback with white America or none of that, honey. All we about here is the truth, healing Black America and getting the fuck away from white America. That's it. Why can't we all live, get along? I remember when they said, oh, can we all just get along? We don't want to get along. We want to be left alone. That's what Black America wants. We need to be left alone. Don't nobody else want to say it. I'll say it. I will say it, to white America. For all the love that you claim you have for black people, you ain't had none. And for all the, the marriage and the mingling and stuff, I gotta say that, hey, I don't think anybody truly, unconditionally love nobody. Because if anybody did, their whole heart would have told them, you got to let them go. You got to let him go. You cannot get this man trapped in with this clan shit on some love bullshit. You really love that person, they don't need to be around white folks. How can you say, oh, I love you so much, I want to be with you forever, but your people, I know you say, Sabrina, that that's not you. I'm not like that, Face. I would never do that, Face. That's what you say. And I hope you telling the truth. But honey, we can't risk it no more. We need to get away from white America and take care of us. For all the love, all the marriages out there and stuff, it's going to have to go deeper than that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is where it's going to, really show us who really got our best interests at heart. When we start saying, hey, we care about our lineage too now. White America was always talking about, keep white, keep white. We don't want a drop of black blood mixed with us. They was very right. And we decide we're going to let everybody else have white America. Every other group of people, you can have that white woman and that white man. Because black America don't want them no more. So, for those of us that are married, been married for decades and whatever and stuff, it's time for y'all ass to tell the truth. It's time for y'all ass to tell the truth, decide whose side you on, whose lineage is going to live. And no, I'm not saying this to be hateful. I am not saying this, oh, Faye, you talking about killing off my people stuff. No, I'm not. No, I am not. Because if your ass would have stayed with your own people, all of you would have been birthing babies. You'd have been helping your people birth babies, and they'd have been helping their people birth babies. But see, this whole illusion got us fucked up. White folks ain't got no problem about it. Oh, yeah, hell, I'll sacrifice. I'll marry your ass for 40, 50 years, hell, for the car. And women like, for the wealth, the bag, whatever the prize is. It lessens our numbers. You see, it cheats our lineage. So for all the love and stuff, is anybody willing, Sabrina and brother, for sister and Brad, is anybody willing to say, hey, well, we're going to teach our children. Keep the victims' lineage alive. Keep black folks' lineage alive. White folks got this evil mindset that ain't never been explored, ain't never been studied, ain't never been questioned. They ain't never been held accountable. So for us to put ourselves in that predicament with them and not even consider what we may be passing into our lineage, we need to rethink ourselves. Because we need to fix us. We need to fix us. So what y'all need to do, if you got the testicular fortitude, is decide, hey, whose lineage do we really want to live? Whose lineage is going to be pro-life? And whose lineage is going to be anti-life? It shouldn't be too hard to decide. Because see, in my theory, in my hypothetical, scenario, Sabrina and Jonas Hartfield, he was John Hartfield's great nephew when, they lynched him and dismembered him, shot bullets into him and stuff, had him hanging up there, white folks, 10,000 white folks, men, women, children, pregnant women, honey. They white folks walked, rode bicycles, Yeah, they were pushing each other in the wheelchair probably to get to the lynching. I'm just saying, it ain't, when you really think about it, we should know whose lineage needs to live on. Who we need to give our energy to is us. But in my hypothetical scenario and stuff, Sabrina and Jonas, because Jonas was like, yeah, we're going to have to abort this baby. I love you, Sabrina. I truly do. And Sabrina's like, I didn't know, because the family didn't tell Sabrina. They told Karen and Becky. They tell their ass everything. They just like them. They told Ken and Brad. But they didn't tell Sabrina, because soon Sabrina was born and stuff. When the midwife reached to pull Sabrina out of during birth, Sabrina grabbed that black woman hand. Yeah, Sabrina grabbed that black woman hand. All them white folks in the room and stuff at the big house, all them women were like, they were looking at each other. What's wrong with this baby? She ain't even popped out yet. And she done grabbed this black woman hand. So they kind of knew something with that baby was different. With Sabrina, that baby. I think it's just a hypothetical story though, y'all. It's just hypothetical to give us an idea. See, we need some new ideas, some new thoughts, so that we can creatively think. What do you think critically thinking means? It ain't talking about just educationally. It's talking about in reality, in real life. That's how you think. I know people be like, oh, you projecting that into the... How is it projecting it into the universe and stuff when you considering the ins and outs? It's got to be two different ways, more than one way that they say you can skin a goat, or to get to where you going. Everything is not just no one way in and one way out. We should know that. But see, white America got us so afraid to critically think that when it comes to us and the healing that we need, we can't even think. Yeah, I know I hurt my thumb today. I pulled my nail off too close. But we can't even think. We can't critically think about us. We beyond that. We past that. We too broken. And then we don't have the personal freedom. So, we just lost with it and stuff. And that's why I'm here, because, yeah, I'm ready to teach my people. I'm ready for us to learn together. Because, hey, I didn't know this. I didn't know none of this. I sure didn't, because, honey, if I did, I would have been like this already with white folks. You can't say nothing to me. Honey, I can come and work with you and I ain't even got to say nothing to you other than work. Instead of making bonds and friendships and shit with y'all motherfucking asses. Honey, the biggest motherfucking lie ever told. Then they got it on TV, the greatest story ever told. Now, black folks is the greatest story. This is the greatest story. Y'all, we got so many Jesuses in these books. So many Jesuses in these books. And y'all want to sit there and then hold on to that one book and think that it's going to... One pastor actually said this in one of the earlier on airs that I did. One pastor, I guess the video ain't made it to him yet. When it do, it's probably going to be months, even years down the road, And I'm going to tell him how I feel too. The Bible is not the text for racial reconciliation. This racial violence is the text for racial reconciliation, if it's any to be had. If it's any to be had. Because after this book right here, we finna read Lynching in Duluth. Lynching in Duluth. We got plenty of books we gonna read till we get out of this era. Yeah, till we get out of this era right here, because I want to know. I'm trying to find out who the fuck done hurt Black America. Who did it? And right now, honey, it's looking like it's been white America. White America. Nobody but white America started it. And now everybody else got this same mindset against Black people. It is what it is. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to nobody. That's what it is. Everybody got the same mindset against Black people. And Martin Luther King, if he had another speech to tell us, he would have told us, judge they motherfucking ass by their culture, not their character. Because it made me wonder here how many of the characters is lying anyway. How many? Yeah. It's bigger than just, forgiving and forgiving and forgetting. Yeah, it's costing us everything to stay in this mind warp, this cycle with white America. I'm just, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get myself, right. Yeah. What were we gonna? Well, I don't guess I need to do this religion thing anyway. This is one of my receipts. Oh, and this right here was what I be reading us, referring to Professor James Smalls. So when I went to my YouTube and he was on air, and it was like, wow, confirmation. But then I was like, no, I can't, really put him on like this right here because he don't even know me. And then, and I ain't really for everybody. But, my ancestor was just like, hey, do it. Do it because now they can see exactly who you reading about, who you got these lessons from. So, yeah, I went ahead and did the live with him. I put his live in with my live and stuff. And when he reached out to me and stuff, I'm going to sincerely tell him I apologize and discontinue that video if he tell me to. But I want y'all to follow him and listen to him. All of our mentors are critical thinkers. Because that right there is, and even though he is a Pan-Africanist, he's in, he said he going back to Africa. I don't know when that was made, actually. But he said he was going back to Africa then and stuff. But, yeah, why not? We can't just I'm not going to just be limited to the United States. My people are everywhere. The ancestors say everywhere. Black people, melanated people. They didn't tell me just the United States. That's where I'm starting at with the United States because that's where I'm at. That's where Black America is discombobulated. We're against each other right here. I see this. I feel this. I've lived this. I didn't even know. But, like I said here, my whole life, I thought Black America was okay. All of our politicians and stuff, I thought they were making sure that, we didn't ever have to worry about our, our stability in this country. Our placement, our freedom in this country again. And now them motherfuckers done sit up here and let them pass everything across their lap, wrist, nose, and Black America is so, in love with white America and stuff. We so disillusioned and stuff, with ourselves. We can't even empathize what this could mean for my people or my children or my grandchildren. Remember, Black people, we used to think about stuff like that. Well, what would this mean for the future? What would this mean for next week, next month, if I do this right here? We don't think about nothing now. Not for us or our children. The masses don't. And I already done said this before, and I'm going to say it again, too. I believe if it wasn't for our critical thinkers, if it wasn't for our ancestors that left us the many notes and projects and their models and blueprints and rough drafts, if it wasn't for our elders that's teaching us and still mentoring us and stuff, those that left us the many videos and stuff, like Brother Panic, and I think our sanity would be a little less than it is now. Because our masses is totally just stampeding. Oh, yeah, the masses, you can look out your window and hear them. Even if you can't see them, you can hear them. Our masses is just stampeding because ain't nobody got no focus. Ain't nobody got no remembrance. They just running off of the programming that white America done sabotaged Black America with. Yep, and I feel like everybody been steering Black America but us. And they ain't never meant us no good. They ain't never meant us no good. For all the motherfucking love, all the white women that love Black men, all the Black men that love white women, however the damn interracial stuff go. I didn't mean to say damn, but if it's damn, this damn. White folks was the first ones that said white stay with white. They the ones said that it was an abomination. And so it is. So, I ain't even going to challenge it no more because they was right. We need to make sure we stay with us. We need to have Black babies. I don't care what nobody say. Your ass didn't say that when white America was saying it until it benefited you. When it started benefiting you and stuff, and then, oh yeah, everybody gonna get together, everybody gonna have babies and get married, we're gonna keep the peace. Yeah, to lessen Black America's numbers. That's what it was about. That's what it was about. It really make me wonder and stuff, what really goes on when the Black person gets older in age, you know, and they really ain't that sprite anymore, you know. How do these white folks treat them at home and stuff when they all come there and stuff? Yeah, I know Sabrina loved the Jonas. Yep, I know. I know his love there. That ain't got nothing to do with the families and stuff, you know. The family come around. You know, it just make me wonder and stuff because I just feel like this evilness right here, I feel like, honey, it ain't been healed either. White folks ain't been healed either. No, it's just right under the surface with them. Sure is, and all these other folks here, when everybody gets sick and tired of this oppression that they feeling, they finna be mad at Black America. How dare you, Black America, once again, your ass done made it hard for us. That's what everybody gonna feel. Hell, don't be mad at me. Hell, it's in the books. Y'all ass claim y'all done read it and stuff, and we know what that is, and we know about this and that and that and that. Y'all should have been no told Black America. You should have been no went out and told the common Black folks. Yeah, you should have went out and told the common Black folks. Because that's where the movement at. The movement ain't with the celebrities and shit. Hell, they ass done already sacrificed it. Shit, they don't even know nothing. So yeah, don't come up in here acting like Nelly. Shit. Hell, his ass the one got all the financial freedom. You mean tell me his ass can't sit up there and go to sleep with something playing? Hell, I don't care if it's just a little book like this. The audio. You mean for real? Oh, that's just fucking dedicated ignorance. Self-hate. You know, I mean, hell, I don't know. Don't be mad at me, shit. I'm just trying to figure out here, why is everybody sacrificing Black America? Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm whispering too, you know. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm sleeping. Then I've realized about the noise ordinance. So yeah, I'll try to keep it down myself. But yeah, you know, it was a wonderful day today and stuff. And look, y'all, look what I found. The American Dilemma, the Negro Problem, and Modern Democracy too. This 1944 publication is the largest study on Black America, y'all. Y'all, this American Dilemma, the Negro Problem, and Modern Democracy too. I'm gonna have to find part 1 too. We gonna read that. Honey, this is 1,406 pages of genocide against Black people. The largest study against Black America on Black people. Yes, largest study on Black people. We're going to read it. I'm going to get it. This study here was commissioned during the Roosevelt administration. It was financed by the Carnegie Foundation, and it was organized by a Swedish-born author. I know I'm a So yeah, see, yeah, we are bigger than just the United States. Yeah, we're bigger than just the United States. This is gonna have to be bigger than just the United States, because see, there's some animosity with our motherland. When I was a little girl, I used to think, and I used to have that book Roots. And I used to keep that. I kept it for like 3 years and stuff. You know, I read that book many times. It was thick too, y'all. That book was like 599 pages. And I guess I know it was before I was a teenage mother. I was probably like maybe 13, perhaps 11 to 13, something like that. And I lost it. I read it a couple of times through them years and stuff, and I would annotate in it and everything. How many pages in this book? book right here got 500 with the ending and stuff, in the back. I'm gonna count the index and stuff. I'm gonna count all of that too, because sometimes you want to look through the references and stuff. This page right here this book got 553 pages in it. That Roots book had 599 pages, and I was so proud of that book. It was brown, and it had a black strip on the outsides of it. And I've been asking the ancestors, where's my book? And who got my book? I've been asking them to return everything I done lost to me. Everything. I won't call my husband name. Tell him, send my shit. Send it back to me. You know where it's at. Reroute it back to me. But yeah. I know I'm a fool for our love, for our ancestors. I got faith in my ancestors, honey. Somebody got that book and been holding my book for all these decades. I don't know who got it, who found it. If I left it at my family's house when I was 13, I know they seen it. What, did they eventually, over the years, throw it away and just haven't told me, or what? I don't know. But anyway, I was saying that I used to cry and stuff on the book. That was a very emotional book. How they did the slaves and stuff on them ships. And I was just a little girl and stuff, Didn't nobody really want to talk about it with me and stuff, But I used to think that African people would come here, because I'm from the South, and it really wasn't nothing there but black people and white people. And then, Mexicans started coming, down south and stuff, and working on the farms and stuff, And so it's really with just white folks and black folks. But I was thinking that, when everybody over in Africa, the continent of Africa, come over to America, they were going to get us. And, some of us could go back home if we wanted to. I would have those little fantasies and stuff. Honey, soon as they get over here, they let the United States government tell them, don't you fool around with black folks over here. And most likely they don't. So, that right there was kind of like, wow, for real. Then I found out that Alex Haley, the book wasn't even true, sincerely true, But I don't know, everything happens for a reason and stuff, because they did sell our identity. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, white America did. Yeah, they people did. They're how their people in power did, I guess. They did sell our identity for $5. We're gonna read the Dolls Rose too. We sure are. I haven't done a lot of ancestry or nothing like that. But I know that my great grandmother then was already here. I think she was like Cherokee or something. But then I'm like, why they didn't tell me? But then you better stop. But then I read somewhere that Black America couldn't, once they were forced to forfeit their legacy and their whole lifestyle, their whole essence to them. They couldn't speak on it. And I guess over time and stuff, that's just how it came to be, kind of like our motherfucking asses forgot about John Hartfield and Jeff Brown and, Mary Turner and, kind of how we forgot. It just became a way of life and stuff. No. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I read this right here or not. I just want to read it in case. Did I read this? Yeah. I think so, because I've been reading quite a bit. But let me read this right here about the heaven and stuff, because we really need to, decide. We need to at least y'all start thinking about it. You must think about it. You can't think that religion is going to be the only thing you're going to leave the same. I mean, shit, if you're going to leave religion the same, you might well leave everything else in your lifescape the same. If you're going to change your landscape, you might well change the whole landscape, or you just going to plant a new tree. But if you finna do the landscaping and stuff, that mean everything. Everything. You can't do the yard and then just leave the sidewalk right there. Don't even do the sidewalk. It's just all raggedy and weeds growing up through the cracks and stuff. It's the landscape. You're supposed to do the whole thing. At least think about it. Give yourself permission to think about it. Ask your higher power. Is it okay if that's what you need to do? Don't feel like you blaspheming and stuff because you want to know the truth. Is it 12 universes? Ask your pastor. Pastor, is it 12 universes? He gonna tell you he don't even know. He don't even know, honey, why he telling you to go right on up to heaven and lay your pillow down. I'm telling you, you ain't got to lay nothing down because all that cotton is up there. You ain't got to lay no pillow or blanket or nothing. All that cotton is up there. You won't be laying down. Trust me. You gonna be picking all that big cotton. It look like clouds down here. But up there, ain't nothing but cotton. Yep. Honey, we got to start thinking. I know it sounds wild, don't it? Imagine how it sounded to our ancestors when they first heard, yeah. And folks that had to accept Christianity. All the bloodshed that was behind Christianity and stuff. And people had to decide, But now, Black America, you ain't got to go through that. All you got to do is decide, give yourself permission to critically think on your own about this. At the very least, at least add some, some gratitude to your ancestors, and ask them for their, for their prosperity and abundance for you. So, they can also, prosper you. Not just God and Jesus or Yahushua or Yahweh, once you add your ancestors to it, oh, honey, yes. So anyway, this man right here, Williams Joseph Simmons, and this is what he said. I'm going to read the whole thing right here. He the one that revived the KKK in 1915. He the one said they in heaven. So I don't know. I want to know which book line. Which book is lying? I know the Bible been out longer than this book. This book was only what? Well, we'll say it was 19. They're talking about 1919. He did this in 1915. I know the Bible thousands of years old. Mm-hmm. Yep, I know it is. And what that mean? What does that mean? I mean, your book and his book. Your book and this book. What does that mean? The cosmos older than both of them. Don't none of it resonate here. That don't resonate here. So see, you got to pay attention to what's being revealed to us. You can't come in here and fight on a religious tip because it's not religious up in here. No, religious gonna have to just sit down and say, oh, well, we all in heaven together. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. Sure will, honey. My ancestors is not up there with them. Them sellouts might be up there in heaven with these demons. Them weak links and our hotheads that's done lost their lives and shit out here in these streets. They asses might be up there in heaven with these motherfucking criminals, with these savages. You see? But for our innocent, kind, loving, non-violent loved ones, our family, our ancestors, Emmett Till, George Stinney, the 4 little girls in the bombing, y'all literally gonna put them in heaven with these motherfuckers. Man, that's yeah. We need to rethink everything. Yeah. Move. You gonna move. Stop biting on me. Get out of here. Get out of here. But that's what's gonna have to happen. We're gonna have to go through everything. We're gonna have to critique it by ourselves and together, collectively. I don't know how y'all gonna do it, but you gotta do it. As long as we keep ignoring it and stuff, it ain't gonna go away. It is not gonna go away. White folks want you. Come on to heaven. Come right on to heaven with us. Black America, just start thinking. Think for ourselves. I know the Bible got some good stuff in it. I can't wait to get to it. I can't wait to get to it. But yeah, I'll be looking at it much different than y'all. And if I'm wrong, hey, I say I'm wrong. Yeah, but I'm sure I'm going to find some good stuff in it that can be used. However, my mama taught me not to steal, kill, and destroy. She taught me not to drink too, but hell, I was drinking. I'm a mean drunk, so I don't drink. But my mama taught me most of the things that, that y'all say the Bible teach y'all. Like, yeah. Yeah, she taught me those things and how to treat people. Some of us didn't really need the Bible for all that. I know black people need hope. Oh, honey, we need hope like we need water. Do you hear me? We need hope like the water of the fruits. Not water. We need hope like we need the juice of the fruits. Juicing is really good for you. Very healthy. That's our water. What's it called? H2O3? Yeah, something like that. I think I'll get it when I sit and research it and bring it back up to y'all and stuff. That's how we need hope. And I know that. I'm not trying to take hope away from us. But I want us to know, after this right here, and we leave and ascend, honey, it's so much more up there, Black America. And white folks done told us, but I don't even believe that bullshit no more. I sure don't, honey. I'd rather look at the sun walking on water in a puddle out there in the street. Shit, that's your ass. Shit, believe that this white man walking on water. White man with blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh, Jesus walked on water. No, I'd rather believe this sun up in the sky right here, walking on water. And I don't care if it's a puddle in the road, somebody's swimming pool, one of these lakes, rivers, oceans. You can set water in a glass and set it right out there on that windowsill, and you'll see the sun walking on water. Yeah? Simple, ain't it? Well, I wanted to back up to this right here because it's going to explain about this man, William Joseph Simmons. The whole book is so good, I can't wait till we reread it again. When there's, we got a full classroom and stuff. And we'll be doing some, some flashbacks, I guess. Hopefully by then I'll be I'll be better at teaching this stuff, and then I can have like some PowerPoints and, I have my multiple screens, maybe more than 2 by then and stuff. And that way it'll be easy, just bam, bam, bam. Yeah, so such views. And this right here, I'm just going to read this page. I've read something because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from for the religious tip. I didn't even know this man did this. And then he talking about it's a spiritual vision. But what do you hear what he said, y'all? Such views, coupled with anxiety over revolution, allowed a xenophobic organization like the revived Ku Klux Klan to thrive. The Klan grew dramatically in 1919 by presenting itself as progressive and patriotic. What's so progressive and patriotic about the Klan? About the Ku Klux Klan? Well, what's patriotic about that? Going around terrorizing, killing folks, burning houses. The Klan, them motherfuckers would take the little bitty babies after they done went through the town and stuff, and done ran the family out. Some of the family couldn't get the babies. I don't know how they ended up with the babies and stuff. I guess everybody ran and nobody got some of the babies. They got the babies, but a few babies that were there, because one of the stories in this other book that we're reading now said that they took the baby by the leg. They was on their horses. The Klanmen was on their horses, and I could just see the houses on fire. I could see the daddy lynched, hanging in the tree. Possibly the mother was lynched too, but the baby was still alive, crying and stuff. And the motherfuckers picked the baby up by his leg, and they riding on a horse and stuff. You know how they just circle around and stuff, and the horse is rearing up and stuff, and they got the baby by the leg, and they just kicking up a lot of dust with the horses and stuff. And as they ride off with the horses, they take the baby and sling the baby in the house, in the church. That story that was talking about, it said it was a church that had been burning. And I guess they were at church or something. I don't know. But I could just see them, with the baby. And then they tossed the baby into the fire. Remind me of that story of our brother, the trucker, talking about that 89-year-old white man that was having his birthday. And he wanted our brother to relieve him of his guilt. That's why he told him that when he was a firefighter in the 60s and 70s, it was different then. And they used to leave black babies in the fires. That's what he said. It's on one of my previous on airs. Go look at it. You can Google it. Go to YouTube and put it in the search bar. Yeah. I don't know. Prompted. White man that said, old white firefighter used to leave babies and black babies in the fire. Put it in some kind of way, and it'll probably pull it up for you. But yeah, he was 89 years old, and he was having nightmares about that last baby. Because that last baby he left in that fire, he made eye-to-eye contact with that baby. And he walked away and left that baby in there. He left that baby in that smoky fire, burning to death. And we can only hope and meditate that the smoke, took the baby and not the fire. But how many did he personally, since he said it, but he said they all did it. He said they all would do it. Because times was different then. So it just make you wonder how many other times y'all do this. And brother said he thought that firefighters was different. He knew that policemen and lawyers and judges didn't give a damn about black people. But firefighters. And that man said it could be accidents, drownings, fires, whatever. The firemen, they go to a lot of emergencies. And once they see that the victim was black, they would just turn around and be like, oh, we couldn't reach face. Oh, you couldn't reach face? Oh, that's a bummer. Well, I'm going to log this as, 1965. And that's how they were. And so all of this big secret that white Americans hiding and stuff, yeah, it ain't hidden no more. So such views, coupled with anxiety over revolution, allowed a xenophobic organization like the revived Ku Klux Klan to thrive. The Klan grew dramatically in 1919 by presenting itself as progressive and patriotic. An advertisement ornamented with skull and crossbones in a June edition of the Charlotte Observer told white people, join the Loyal Order of Klansmen and you solve the problem of law and order in our Southland. With 1 million men enrolled in the Loyal Order of Klansmen, our land will have peace and security and prosperity. An ex-Methodist preacher, William Joseph Simmons, incorporated the group in 1915 and established its national headquarters in a loft above a downtown Atlanta bank. Simmons was a racist, George F. Babbitt, a club joiner haunted by delusions of greatness and obsessed with the belief that blacks and immigrants imperiled the United States, a nation divinely ordained to be ruled by white Anglo-Saxons. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some motherfucking shit? See, that right there is why if I did have the power, everybody get up and go. Get up and get the hell up out of here. Whatever you and your people done created, take it with you. Take it with you. Go back to your mother's, father's, grandmother's land. Wow. Atlantans knew Simmons as a pious, prissy, big walking man. That's how Atlantans knew him. the people in Atlanta. But you know, this was 1915, 1919. So, yeah, 1915. It grew by 1919 because white people, the more they were getting into that rage and that theme where they finna come out the bag, I guess most of them just started joining the Klan because it said it grew dramatically in 1919, and that's when Black America had their awakening. 1919, the summer of 1919, and the awakening of Black America. You know, yeah. So Atlantans knew Simmons as a pious, prissy, big walking big man. Large badges and charms were heavy upon him, and he carried this burden joyously. Oh, honey, he probably was pigeon-toed. He was big and burly, and he had charms and medals on him and stuff. It said he was a colonel. I don't think his medals was true. They wasn't like the medals that the soldiers that we learned about. The soldiers and stuff and the troops, they wasn't them medals like that. I think his was like, you know, they might have been real, but they probably didn't have no bravery, you know, beyond and you know, because yeah, he was a coward. He was a coward. He was a colonel, but hell, you know, they all could get some type of status with each other. But as a man, he was a coward. He was a coward. I would even venture to say that his charms were all cosmetic. Well, none of them real. They probably were like, you know, just plastic shit. They wasn't really real. They didn't have no real sentimental to it. Simmons devoted his life to the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, which he described as my child. Can you hear him? He walking on his tippy toes. He's so pigeon-toed and stuff, and got all these charms on him. And it already said he had this delusion of greatness about himself. You know, self-righteous ass. Well, it says, read. He said he formed the group in response to a spiritual vision of robed horsemen galloping in the sky, followed by a vision of a map of the United States. Simmons established his KKK shortly after seeing Birth of a Nation and watching or hearing the news of the notorious lynching of Leo Frank outside of Atlanta. On Thanksgiving night in 1915, Simmons and 15 friends hiked up the huge granite outcrop of Stone Mountain, east of the city of Atlanta, and held a ceremony Simmons had contrived. His ass done set up here and wrote a long, flowery speech so that he could Christian or revive the Klan. It's like his ceremony. You know, like you cut the ribbon for your grand opening. Well, that was his shit right there. That's what it was, so to speak. The Klan leaders, Brahminic, Bromadic, Brahminic speeches were strange and flowery. He once described himself as he who traversed the realm of the unknown, rested, not wrestled, rested the solemn secret from the grasp of night and became the sovereign emperor master of the great lost mystery. And I was wondering, what the hell is that? It took me a few days, didn't it? It took me a few days because I was asking y'all, what the hell does he mean? This is my first time reading it too when we read it together. I didn't know none of this right here, honey. So then, when I did learn about Tulsa, it was after Trayvon Martin. And then I didn't know this of it. I knew the few, you know, documentaries and stories that they have on it. Which you really got to get into that. You got to go into the rabbit hole to find the meat of that. Tulsa race riots. But even doing that right there, it didn't even hold a candle to when you get these actual books. And you see that, hey, this is the whole culture. This is the majority. I say the majority then. This is the majority of white culture. You know, I'm not gonna deny it. I don't know about other folks, but shit here, I'm just not that feeble. And I'm not that dependent and that needy and concerned what other folks is gonna say. Because other folks ought to be saying the same thing that Sabrina said. Hey Jonas, we're gonna make sure your lineage live. We're gonna teach our children that no, don't date white folks. Do not date white folks. Find you a nice, respectable, generous, loving, kind, love his mama. He's honest, hardworking, black man. And we're going to keep your lineage living, Jonas. That's what Sabrina decided. And then, you know, so many generations later, you know, when one of their great grandkids, such as myself, you know, come up and be like, who is that white woman on there by the wall? You know, and they, oh, that's your great grandmama, Sabrina, you know. And then they tell the story where Sabrina and Jonas Hartfield fell in love. And then they had to tell Jonas that John Hartfield was his great uncle or his great uncle. And everybody had to flee the city. He'd tell Jonas, your mama was a little girl, 5 years old, when they had to flee the city. And when she grew up, you know, she still had the traumas and stuff, you know, the nightmares. But, you know, she grew up and got married and stuff. And when she had you, she named you after John Hartfield. She named you Jonas Jonathan Hartfield. Yeah. And so, you know, he knew, but he didn't know what happened to John Hartfield. And, you know, when he started going down south, just like Emmett Till, he seen a little white girl. She seen him. They were liking each other. Oh, yeah. His mama didn't know that he was down there liking on that little white girl stuff, but she didn't tell him. They never talked about it, you know, fleeing for their life. And when Sabrina took him to meet her white family, oh, honey, they were like, oh, yeah, we've been here for some centuries. We've been here a long time. Matter of fact, our family owns most of the town. Yeah, we own the factories, we own the schools, and the Dollar General store and Fred's. And I think we have stock in the groceries and stuff. You know, they just bragging and shit. And then Jonas like, oh yeah, well, that's awesome. My family's been here for centuries too. Well, my mom relocated many decades ago, but my family's from here too, and I'm just here visiting, you know. And they oh, well, yeah, the Hartfields. Yeah, the Hartfields. Those are my family. My name is, my last name, you know, is Jonas Hartfield Bolden, because his mama done remarried when she grew up and stuff. So his last name was different. But since they talking about the family and history of where they at, then he had, yeah, I'm a Hartfield. I'm a Hartfield. That's my mother's maiden name. So white folks are like, but they you know, did it sneakily, just looking at each other. Did you hear that shit? Because they all remember John Hartfield. You know. Yeah, it's a whole big, yeah. All we got to do is think. That's all we got to do is think. It don't mean that we plotting nothing. Shit, hell, we trying to find out the truth. I'm trying to find out the truth. That's what I am. I want to know who done did this to Black America, you know. Because we shouldn't have gave up everything here for love. Honey, please, we better start teaching our children. We better start teaching our children. I mean, fuck the dumb shit. We up here talking about love who you love. No, the fuck you can't. Teach our kids to still love who you love. What we better do, Black America, is teach our children what they need to know so they can know to actually look for a safe love. You know, I know hell, Black people is hurt and all fucked up and stuff, and you get with the wrong one, they got the same mentality like the white man do. But honey, we got to change that, especially us Black women. We the first mothers. We are the first mothers right now for us to be sitting here letting these babies, our babies, be brought up listening to all this Peppa Pig and Lulu and Big Head Baby Boss, whatever the hell all these cartoons and stuff. That shit is bullshit, and y'all motherfucking ass need to stop it. If you one of those that's doing it. I mean, shit, you act like your ass can't get up and put on Marvel Collins, West Side Preparatory School. Put on something, Rosa Parks, something easy for them to follow and get into. We even got nearly full of cartoons that'll teach our babies so much. And y'all motherfucking ass is so scared. I guess I'm talking to the people down here on my level because I know y'all, most of my subscribers and stuff, y'all got y'all channels and stuff. So yeah, you ain't even got to be worried that this is talking about you. But people like myself that don't have educational freedom and financial freedom, you know, we don't have all of that right there. We got the memo last, you know. Y'all didn't make sure we got none of this. Didn't nobody, you know, really say, oh, well, the email didn't go through. Let's go visit her. Let's call her up on the phone. It's got to be more than one way to get the message through to Black America, don't you think? You could have put it in a song, just keep it away from white America. And you know, they take everything. But yeah, we got to do this. This is our last chance probably to do this for us. You know, and as sure as the cosmos is on our side, honey, we got to call on it. You got to call on it. If we don't call on it, it's never going to happen. Then we hear Brother Professor James Small said our ancestors is crying now. They heartbroken. And I can see it. I can feel it. They heartbroken. Who in their right mind would not even tell, but suggest? It's like a backstabbing on our part. To me, it is. It's the worst betrayal. To me, it is that we literally, for white America, so that we could be wrapped up in white folks' arms. We really made our ancestors forget about their loved ones, their sons, their grandsons. John Hartfield was somebody's great nephew. All of them were. And then we make our ancestors just forget about them. We ain't gonna talk about them no more. Oh, Becky coming over with the babies. You see what we've done to us? So yeah, I can get it. You're gonna feel some type of way finding out who you loyal to, Black America. But it must be done. It must be done. So let's finish reading this right here because I'm finna get ready and wrap it up anyway. The clans, what he said was, he who traversed the realm of the unknown, wrested the solemn secret from the grasp of night, and became the sovereign emperor master of the great lost mystery. Y'all, I finally figured it out. He talking about the Black woman's body. Yes, honey, he talking about the Black woman's body, how he could just ravage her once he get her. Because you know, the slave women, well, it wasn't even slavery. This was 1915. But the Black women and stuff, and the slave women too, would try to run, you know, but they would always corner them somewhere. But he said that he wrested the solemn secret. He who traversed the realm of the unknown, meaning that he just roved up and down her body. However, he scratched, bit, hit, whatever he wanted to do. He the one said he traversed the realm of the unknown from head to toe. Whatever that white man wanted to do, he did it. Then he said he wrested the solemn secret from the grasp of night. Like, what do you think that means? Yeah, that means he got her. He got her and held her down, restrained her, and just had his way. Yeah, he had his way wherever, whenever, however he wanted to. That's what his ass meant with all these coded words and shit that other white men understand. Because, see, that's how they thought. Now, I ain't saying your white husband. I'm not saying Brad is thinking like this. Although, hell, it come natural to him. But I'm not saying Brad and Ken is thinking like this. It come natural to their ass. And you know it. But I'm not saying that they thinking like this today. Yeah, when the shit hit the fan, they probably will. I don't know. But yeah, that's what his ass is saying right here. It's in their book. Well, hell, take this book with your Bible book and go to the pastor. Take both of the books and go to the pastor and talk to him so he can see where you coming from. And then he said he became the sovereign emperor master of the great lost mystery. He knew what it was like. He knew what it was like. Once he got that black woman and overcame her, he became the sovereign emperor master of the great lost mystery. What did Dr. Francis Cress Wilson say? That a white man told her, hey, Francis, you're right. White men feel like, and white men said it themselves, that they don't feel like a man if they ain't had a black woman. Yep. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson said it. I remember when she said it in one of her interviews. And I'm going to play that interview too. And of course, I wrote out all of her diagrams and stuff she was writing on her chalkboard. And I was writing on my pen and paper. I sure was. And I'm going to find that too. So when we watch that, we can see it so we can better understand it. Because y'all, this is a whole lesson. This is a whole life change for us. This ain't just reading, education. I hope y'all don't think it is. No, this is for you to decide whose side are you on. Your ancestors or those who ravaged your ancestors. Yeah. Well, I know it was then, and you wasn't there, and white people today wasn't there. I know that I wasn't there either. But at least try to see, there you go with them excuses and stuff. At least try to empathize with your ancestors. Fucking sellouts. Simmons wrote numerous KKK tracts filled with breathless, confusing puffery. A pamphlet labeled ABC of the Invisible Empire declared the Klan's goals were to shield the sanctity of the home and the chastity of womanhood, to maintain white supremacy, to teach and faithfully inculcate a high spiritual philosophy through an exalted ritualism, and by practical devotedness to conserve, protect, and maintain the distinctive institutions, rights, privileges, principles, and ideas of a pure Americanism. Ain't that some bullshit? The Klan's mission was to save the white race and Anglo-Saxon civilization from miscegenation and immigration. They're saying it right there. So yeah, they were right. They was right. Let's let them save themselves and let's keep our babies for us. Let's have black babies now. Can we get back to black babies? I don't know. If you're going to be outside your race and stuff, then get your tubes tied. Cut them off. Cut them off then. We need to maintain the black race. We don't need to do nothing that's going to maintain the white race. Let them worry about their own genetic survival. We need to worry about our genetic survival now. We need to worry about our sanity now. Can't keep worrying about white America. I'm not. And then he said our much boasted melting pot has turned out to be a garbage can in which the nations of the earth dump their refuse. So yeah, I don't see why black America refuses to even see that, even being in an interracial relationship, what kind of freedom is that? Just to say you in love? Just to say you found someone you loved and married them? Truly love? Honey, you won't even know if that's true love until your ass put on Dick Gregory. Till you put on Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. Yep, till you put on Dr. John Henry Clark. Till you put on somebody that's either going to resonate or irritate. You don't know if they're true love. You don't know if they were true love or not. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been married. Yeah, well, some of y'all can look at stuff like that and stuff, and good. Maybe it was true love. Who you decide to leave your lineage on? Who lineage did y'all decide to progress? It's got to be decided. We can't, black people, we can't just Let white America keep procreating off of us. Hell, we the ones that they done tortured and terrorized. Why we gotta be the ones that keep their ass alive? Shit, hell, they didn't want to keep us alive. They didn't even see us as human. Oh, but now see, all of a sudden they know that, yeah, we got to at least start getting as much of them as we can. It's a whole diabolical scheme. Yeah, and I'm just wondering, who got the testicular fortitude to tell the truth about it? Because so far, ain't nobody been telling us the truth. Everybody act like they scared to say it. So caught up on white American stuff. Y'all know we were talking about the songs and stuff, and and ooh, and our brother Professor James Small was telling us about Bob Marley. I really don't know a lot of Bob Marley music because I'm from the South. I listen to a lot of our music from down south. I know a few of Bob Marley songs and stuff, but not a whole lot of them stuff. I'm gonna find some too and add them to my playlist. I like Morgan Heritage and some stuff like that, and there's a couple of Bob Marley songs and stuff too. Don't worry, be happy. Because I be saying, yeah, don't worry, be wary. Don't worry. Don't worry about nothing. Just be wary. Just know what's going on so you can better prepare for it. That's all Black America got to do. That's all we got to do. Give our honor and salute to our ancestors. Quit forgetting our ancestors. They lived. Y'all act like they didn't even live. That's the betraying part. That's why they crying. Because y'all act like they didn't even live. Every time y'all give praise and thanks and stuff, you give it to this white man or your higher power. Yeah, I put it like that. You give it to this higher power. People where I'm from and stuff, we give it to, y'all can go and see it shit. Down there, we giving it to this white man with blonde hair, blue eyes and stuff. Yeah, we don't even know that he was black. Yeah, we don't even know if he was black. You can walk up in anybody's house down there, honey, and take that white man off and put this black Jesus up. Honey, you better be ready to fight. You better be ready to fight. And it's Jesus too. That's Jesus too. You see him up there on the cross. Then you see him with the baby and stuff and with his friends and stuff. They giving him water and stuff. And you see Mary with the baby, which Jesus, what was it? Mary, Joseph, and the baby. They really are Set, and Heru. That's really who they are. The family, the black family. But they took the black family away from us. And so that's why you don't see the black family no more. Anywhere. I think I have something, and it might have came from Professor James Smalls too. And it was saying, how was it saying? I forgot it. But it was really the way he put it was so simple. The way he put it, it'll come to me and stuff. But yeah, we just got to start thinking about everything and stuff, I don't know how long we got, Black America. I do not know. He said, how can white people justify what they've done? I mean, the savageness, the ravishness. And the white folks today, they ain't even trying to justify what they people did. But the people that did justify the stuff, they did real good hiding it. They did real good hiding it. It said morally, spiritually, and biblically. Biblically. That's the Bible. That's y'all Bible right there. It justifies it. It gives you your reason to forgive and forget. It don't really prompt you or prompt us. I got out of church though, so yeah. It didn't really prompt us to do any studies or to go within to seek closure, to seek healing for all this torture and terror and maiming and murder by white America. I mean, the pastor sat there Sunday after Sunday and talk about one man, Jesus Christ. And they ain't said, black pastors, white pastors too, they know they should have been doing it. I think it was that white pastor. There's a couple of them now, white pastors, that's telling white America, they going to hell for what you've done to black folks. You going to hell for what you've done to black folks. But that's all they saying. And, I guess that's good enough for them and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know why they ain't turned over everything they done achieved and stuff, to make these amends and stuff. But I know we got to do what we got to do. All of these Jesus is in here. All of these Jesus is in these books right here that was sacrificed. See, these are my Jesuses. Right here. I know I got black Jesus on the wall right there. Yep. I got them in this book too. They ours. Well, we got to claim them. We won't claim them because we worried about what white America going to say. Yes, we've been afraid of white America. Yep. And all you got to do is tell them here, shit, y'all getting some of this oppression too. Yeah. And George Fraser said that slavery was all over the planet. He said slavery was everywhere. Slavery been around for longer than, so long. But he said white folks in America took slavery to a whole new level. Ain't nobody never heard about the slavery that white folks did. Oh, yeah, you finna come and work out for debt you don't even owe. Not only work off that debt, you ain't going home. You ain't going nowhere. Not only are you not going nowhere, you finna be broken from your very identity, your language, any right, cosmic or, reality, life bound. And not only that, your children, your children's children, your children's children's children, and all the future children generations, it's finna be the same thing. So you see black people actually getting physically free and never really settled with white America. White America never did come to terms with that. That's why they were waiting. As soon as black folks stepped off them plantations in 1865, white folks was at the ready. They was already ready. Yeah. And so, what he was saying and stuff, that was the insanity of racism. He was talking about that. And he was telling us to look at Toni Morrison. I'm going to get some of her books too. He said, y'all, she had one of the most brilliant minds. He said she was a Pulitzer Prize winner. And she had an interview with Charlie Rose. That's who name. It looked like that's who name I wrote down. And they were talking and stuff. And he asked her something and she turned around and asked him. Yeah, she told him, it seems to me like, she just said that white folks seem very insane. It seemed like only an insane people. But the whole culture is like this. Yeah, the very few that ain't like this, they just haven't shown it. It hasn't resonated. It hasn't TikTok with them. I don't know. I don't know how they repress it themselves. I don't know. I mean, this is a savageness that ain't never been in America. We hope it won't never be again, but we all know that history repeats itself. Yeah. And he was saying white folks got to fix themselves. Yeah. And he said white folks don't think about us. I think that white folks think about ways over us. They don't think about us as far as thinking about us. They just sit at tables and think about, what can we do against them next? Oh, how can we set up this against black folks? Well, we want to get this right here started and going. And we hope this outcome will be yeah. That's how white folks do now. Well, how's them projects going, them agendas over there? How's that Project 2025 going? Oh, Operation Sea Spray still spraying. They got so many agendas and stuff now, they really don't have to even get together that often. And then he was saying African spirituality must become our reality, y'all. We can't be religious no more. We can't be religious no more. We're going to have to balance this out if you must. Like, I mean, come on. You're going to be religious, Black American stuff. We're going to have to start thinking now. If you're going to be only religious, you're going to have to start using your mind. You're going to have to start using your mind if you just going to be religious. Well, that's what you want to be, religious. So you're going to have to start critically thinking and just stop picking up that book and everything in that book. Oh, this is the life, the breath, the word, the wind. And that right there is what make you forget about everything that you know happened. Why would that make you forget this if that was true? Why? Black America, we just got to think to connect the dots. Don't be scared. Professor James Small told us today, do not be afraid. If nothing else resonates with us, it should resonate with us that he said our ancestors are crying right now. They crying tears because we still don't recognize them. We still don't call on them. We still don't try to remember or do any research or honor them. Nothing. Yeah. Yep. And what he say, the sacred science. I'm going to learn more about that, sacred science. Let me put it. Yeah. Because I believe that's what I'm resonating. I don't know. Can't wait till you get your science channel too, honey. But, yeah, the sacred science. And, you know, he said, become your ancestors. You know, I always be saying, thank your ancestors. We just need them to add them 3 words to our daily whatever, morning, noon, night, soon as you wake up, soon as you go to sleep, whatever you're doing through the daytime, you can say it every 10 minutes if you want to. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. That's all you got to say. But, honey, he taught us that you should remember your ancestors and become your ancestors. He said you literally can choose which ancestor you want to use your body. Yeah, which ancestor you want. You can invite them to come, and they can finish the job that they started before they were assassinated, before they transcended. I know that's powerful, ain't it? That is very powerful, honey. I think I done invited everybody. I think I done invited everybody. Yeah, because I was talking to everybody. I tell everybody what I need from them. You see, that's on my wall and stuff. Everybody, you know. Yeah, and I got another booklet over there and stuff with some more in it and stuff. You know, I didn't know that that's what it was and stuff. Maybe that's why I have a lot of, you know, yeah, to let out. But yeah, okay. Oh, this right here is about our economics and stuff. He was saying we need to make some demands on our leaders and ourselves. You know, we need factories, industries, and take control of our economic, political, and cultural landscape. Not to mention, it should be those who are there and in need of economical, political, and cultural curriculum. Then we need a home regime. And you know, he was saying they had a curriculum for their grandchildren, him and the wife, and they would give them lunch. Then they would do homework. Then they would watch the news of what's happening in the world and stuff like that. And then they would read a book. And then they would, you know, let them go outside and play and stuff. But they would read a book on African people, Black people. That's what we can do right here at home. Right here. You know. Yeah, it's really that simple. I was taking notes when he was talking and stuff. He was saying some really deep stuff, but I was just writing down what I could. Yeah. And then somebody asked him, if you pass away with no children, what happens then? He said, but if you pass away, if you transcend with no children, you still can come back and assist them if you want to. It's if you want to. See, we came here for a reason. Yeah, I think that was Bobby Hemmett, maybe. We came here for a reason. We decided to come here. Yeah, and so you can decide to come back if you want to this realm. Yeah. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, he said, the moment we decide we don't want to be white people, that's when we'll win. Yeah. Remember that video of that little girl, her mama was getting dressed in the bathroom, putting on that wig, and the little girl kept saying, you think you Caucasian. You want to be Caucasian. I'm going to see if I can find it so we can play it sometime. But yeah, as soon as we decide we don't want to be white, what the fuck? And pull off all that bullshit, sister. Honey, it's already a wrap. Yeah, it might take a few days and stuff, for the baby to stop looking at you like, it might take a few days. But yeah, once we stop, with the bullshit pretending and stuff like we really happy, mimicking white people, I just be looking at sisters and stuff like you really just, you ain't happy shit. You want to sit over there and be doing like that. You want to pat your head now. Yeah, we know we ain't happy trying to be like white folks. We need to just go ahead and be ourselves. Pull all that shit off. So what, you got some edges and stuff going. Shit, hell, put a bandana on it. Shit, slick your baby hair down and stuff. Trim it down if you must. Get somebody to help you. I'll help you. Well, you probably ain't hearing stuff. But yeah, you got to start somewhere. Find somebody you trust. Hell, you can FaceTime me or something if you want to. I'll give you some tips on it. Yeah, to help you through it and stuff. Because we got to help each other with that. As you can see, honey. I don't get into all that and stuff, but I can be honest with you about it. I will be honest with you about it and stuff. Start getting you some black seed oil and stuff, using stuff on your hair. Just don't be going to get no damn hair grease and that's it. Go get you some black seed oil and some of that mustard hair oil or whatever it's called. I get it from the Indian store, one of the Indian stores and stuff. So you can massage and hopefully your follicles will regenerate for you. Because here, white folks, the one did it. They ass was the ones that let it happen. Shit, they went in cahoots with other folks so they could do it. They all working against Black America. Everybody is holding everybody's hand and slipping stuff to folks on Black America. And then we standing back there like this. I ain't saying nothing. But everybody's handing the agenda out. They handing the memo to each other. What they gonna do to us? How they gonna do it? How they gonna get over? How they gonna keep it away from us? Don't let Faith find out what we doing. Now here, take this. Make copies. Give it to everyone. And don't let Faith know. That's how they doing to us. Shit, y'all ass just saying, oh, I'm in love with Becky. I'm in love with Ken. Keep playing. Keep on playing. And then he was saying, yeah, well, I always talking about beginning our conversations and stuff. I think we need to have a whole new greeting and stuff like that. Because he was talking about good morning, good morning because you wake up this morning and stuff. And that's fine, I suppose. But it's enough of our people now that are, that are helping us to come at each other differently now. For whatever benefit it may be, and it is some benefits, good day, grand rising, even for just a different vibe that it may bring. It's a conversation starter. It's a elevation in its own right. It's just not so cut and dry. Good morning no more. Not for us. It can't be. Nope, it cannot be. And then, on the thing and stuff, because we were commenting. Oh, he was mentioning about the Congo, too. You remember he was mentioning about the Congo? About the cobalt and all the minerals, the manganese and stuff like that that's in Africa. And I was talking about, all the minerals and the elements is in the cosmos, it's in the ecology, and it's in us, too. Over 400 minerals and elements. Well, in what's this, January? I guess it was in November, maybe. I think that's when I shared it anyway. There was a mountain in the Congo that collapsed. Yes, I was so excited when I seen that, y'all. It was just like a dream come true. The whole mountain collapsed. Yeah, it was just a pile of dirt. Just a pile of dirt. And the Africans that was standing, because black men was inside the mine. They was inside the mountain, inside the mine, and they were mining for copper. I guess it was copper. That's what it was. But then the mountain collapsed, and the African people, I guess they knew that the mountain had collapsed. They heard it, they knew. So I guess they all rushed there, because you could see black men on the outside of the mountain. They were using their hands, trying to get the sand out the way and stuff. They had shovels and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, y'all, you see black men diving out of the mountain. Shoo, shoo, shoo. It's like they were coming down a slide, coming out of the mountain. Yes, it was awesome. Oh, it was so awesome, y'all. And guess what? The whole mountain was filled with copper, y'all. The entire mountain was filled with copper. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Can we even comprehend the magnitude of that? See, Black America, we got our mountain coming too, if we just call on who we need to call on. I know. Yeah, we gonna get on up out of here. I'm about done. I just wanted to read some of these things right here. Yeah. What else? Oh, yeah, he was saying too that everyone died for us. Yeah. He was saying everyone died for us, and they in so many tears and just crying. They heartbroken. They heartbroken. They love us so much, and then they know where we leading to. They know these people pushing us back into the past by stripping everything away from us. And they just feel like, there's nothing they can do for us, because we won't even call on them. We won't even say, ancestors, help us. Yeah, but they know. Y'all don't want to say that God is the omnipotent and sees all and stuff. You mean tell me y'all asses still don't think your ancestors see everything too? I know about what the Bible said, the dead don't know they dead. And you believe it. You believe it. It's 12 universes up there. A whole multiverse. And you believe that one book. Hell, at least we're going to get multiple Bibles. Yeah, we finna get almost everybody Bible that we can. I ain't trying to spend no whole bunch of money and stuff, but we're going to have some in our library for reference. But yeah, I'm finna get ready to call it a night and stuff. I'm tired myself. But I just wanted to go over that right there and stuff. And I just love our brothers, our critical thinkers. Shout out to black men just because. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. Sure, okay, not about my ancestors. I know we got some weak links out there. Some of our weakest links and our hotheads, I know. And if that's yours, you better try to save them. Before the shit hit the fan, you better try to save them. I don't know. You better put on that video when they were with their great-grandmama when they were 2 years old. You better put on that favorite song that they used to love to sing and cry on when they were 5. I don't know. How you going to, get your loved one to get off that dangerous path that they on and turn their life around? I don't know. I don't even know you or your circumstances. But I know you got to do something. What, you gonna stay in the same situation with your loved one because they refuse to wake up and, and prepare for what's coming? Oh, well, I guess that's you. I wish y'all all the best too. But what about your babies, your cousins, and the little ones? You finna sacrifice for that one right there because they want to be hard-headed. So you gonna sacrifice everybody for that one right there? Well, I guess. But yeah, hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow and stuff, at noontime. I know, and that way we can at least do some more reading and stuff on our ancestors. Too bad we didn't get to read tonight, but these chapters are very long. And I'm sleepy anyway. But look at here, this is going to be part 3, Caucasian, some theoretical and empirical notions. Whoa, I know it sounds scary. Yeah, but it's so exciting though. Look. Empirical generalizations. Minor studies of aggression. Correlations of lynchings with economic indices. Wow, all of that right there. A re-examination of correlations between lynchings and economic indices. Yeah, this is going to be pretty good to read right here. It's going to learn a lot. We're going to learn a lot. The precipitants and underlying conditions of race riots. All of this right here, and there ain't nobody even came up for air to say that, hey, white America's fucked up. White America needs help, and we ain't nobody even said we gotta get Black America away from white folks. We gotta get Black America away from white America. People just don't care about us like that. Racial revolt. Now look at here. If you know the culture and gain access to the heart of the community, you come up with one astounding pattern, and that is, oh, hell, they talking about Black people. And that is, they hate whitey. They literally hate whitey, all of them. Who are they talking about? Oh, because it said racial revolt. See, because Black people, like I was saying last night, because Black people trying to fight back, now white folks, they done put it in the book. See, that's why they print all the doubt and stuff. Yeah, I'd be no cuss his ass out too. So would, I give them respect for what they did, and give them they credit, their props for this and stuff. But see, it's this bullshit lying and stuff. Why you gonna call it racial revolt when Black people are forced at this point to defend themselves? At this point, it's self-defense. Even if the situation done died down, the massacre done died down for a couple of days or whatever, Black folks is still in defense mode. We ain't never not been in defense mode. See, that's why we got to tell our own stories. Our ancestors have been saying it, but let me read this. If you know the culture and gain access to the heart of the community, that's if you infiltrate us. If you infiltrate us, you come up with one astounding, astounding pattern. And that is, they hate whitey. They literally hate whitey. All of them. And even with the middle class Negroes, you're not going to get them to say, let's go and whitey or something like that. You're not going to get that. But I'll tell you what, try talking to them about their jobs, where the highest level among many of them is to get to be some kind of bullshit supervisor. And they know damn well they're smarter than the honky who's over them. Get them to talking about that sometimes. Everybody, well, not everybody, but particularly the liberals, do not want to face the aura of hate that is inside the community. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the tremendous racial aspect of what has happened. It's just too ugly. Didn't I just say? White folks don't want to deal with it, and we don't need it. But we gonna have to. Fuck white America and what they want. We need to find out how to heal ourselves. We need to find out the root cause of our dedicated ignorance, our self-hate. If we don't find out the root causes of our self-hate, dedicated ignorance, then what's the use? What is the use? Just spinning wheels, going around and around in circles. Yeah, we got to stop it. We got to stop it, Black America. Look at that right there. So many differences between us and stuff. We just living our whole life like white folks and stuff. Honey, well, y'all will. But yeah, that's going to be good right there when we read this right here, honey. Racial revolt. Then we got class assault. Detroit Right of 1943. They were all massacres anyway. But yeah, that's it. That is it. I did something tonight, you know. Yep, at least I did something. Now, hi there, S. Troy. How you doing, my sister? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, yeah, what you say, meaningful, diabolical or something? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when the rabbit hole becomes a gopher hole, there's almost no turning back. Yeah. Mike TV, Auntie, why you go live 12 and 12? Because that's when I be up. Yeah, that's when I be up 12 and 12. But in the probably sometime soon, our 12 o'clock will probably shift to early morning when I get my schedule back on and I get everything up and running and stuff, because learning about our heroes and sheroes, that's the perfect morning class to have. Definitely, you know, when I start the Bolden Nation for the youth, because I don't want that to be connected with this channel. I don't want anyone under 18 to get a hold of this channel right here. So I'm going to have a whole new email, you know, for the youth and stuff. And I don't know, I might have to, I don't think I have to make it faceless. But, you know, we'll be learning about, you know, our heroes and stuff. We'll be learning about black cowboys, and we're going to learn about John Brown. You know, I'm not teaching, you know, our babies and us that, you know, some white folks didn't have empathy for us. John Brown had empathy for us. Honey, white folks hung him and his sons. The man took his 2 sons with him to stop white folks from hanging black people. He was against slavery. And the white folks hung him and his sons, both of them. Sure did. Yeah, now the black people that they hung, they went the extra mile with them, with their bodies. But they, yeah. So, you know, I will be fair with that. You know, I'm just saying here, white America did not choose. White America didn't choose John Brown's mindset. Shit, they chose to be like they damn clanimals. They chose to be like their clanimals. And I know you got a few nice ones around you and stuff. I see a few nice ones too. But shit, don't touch me. No, them days is over with. But right here it is. Yeah, you know, I'm going to be teaching about Sarah Rector. We're going to be learning these right here too. George Washington Carver. We got so many, you know. Yeah, it's a whole curriculum. It's another curriculum. Hell, I read. What else I'm supposed to be doing? You think I'm going to start cooking in the next 2-3 months? No, I read. That's what I do. If you cook and stuff, then you get you some cooking channels. And I'll come on there and see what good stuff I can cook. Because, you know, I don't eat meat like that no more. But, you know, yeah. We all got something to add, to contribute to us. And this just happened to be mine. Yeah, I read. You know, yeah. And it's okay. You know, we need all of it. Yeah, we need all of it. And we're going to get it too. I'm so excited for us and stuff, y'all. Let's just be happy. Be grateful. Let's forgive us. And, you know, just look out for the best of us. I know we can be hard to handle sometimes. We can't even look at a black woman sometimes. Yeah, you better not look at sister no more than 3-4 seconds. If you do, you better be ready to tell her she looked like Nina Simone, or she made you think about Althea Gibson. You know, she's so tall and pretty like Wilma Rudolph. You better say something. Because we hurt out here. You know, we so hurt and broken apart and stuff. We want to hurt somebody. You know, that's Black America. We too traumatized. So, you know, don't nobody else want to say it. I'll say it. So, dude, we too traumatized. White America done fucked us up. We ain't hardly got that much sanity left. We don't have that much sanity left. Like I was saying, I'll say it again, then I'm finna go. If it wasn't for our critical thinkers, our mentors, our elders that left us all of this enormous wealth and messages and love letters, honey, we be no walked ourselves back to 1965 and still walking back. We wouldn't even need the political bird, that vulture, to fly us back, walk us back. They rolling us back. If it wasn't for them, we'd be walking ourselves back. Yeah, we literally would be, well, we going on back to the plantation where we know what it's like. It's just a new day. We got to be ready for it. Yes, but we on the right side. Don't forget that we are on the right side. Oh, hey, Larry, how you doing, my brother? I see you was here. Yeah. I'm going to read these comments, too. I was just getting to the comments earlier. I don't know. Pan-Africanism was one of the root causes. I don't really know a lot about Pan-Africanism. I know Professor Dr. Umar Johnson. He's a Pan-Africanist. Why are you so racist? I am God. Honey, I ain't racist. Shit, look at your ass. I'm God. You must be a white devil. Why are you so racist? Here, why didn't you go ask your white folks? Why you didn't go ask white folks why the fuck they been racist? And why you trying to excuse it? And you gonna bring your ass over here? You ain't God. Your ass sound like the very devil in these books right here. Did you ask your family why the hell did they do all of this shit? And then they sitting up here pretending, acting like y'all motherfucking asses ain't done nothing. I am God. You ain't no God. Your ass is the very savage that these people right here have done. You act like you got this mindset. And you gonna bring your ass in here and stuff and act like, why are you so racist? Honey, you need to go somewhere where you wanted and where you're needed at. You sound like the very ones that need healing. White America ain't never had no healing either. And that's who you are, honey. You need to go, and all of y'all need to get some healing. You need to go tell white folks they was very wrong about everything. And you need to be as outraged as I am about what was done to my ancestors. Because it was your motherfucking people who did it. It was your motherfucking culture that taught this whole world how to act like a goddamn savage. You hear that? A ravenous savage. Any day now, I'm thinking y'all asses is finna flip to the reptilian that you hiding. Because don't none of you seem human. You don't seem like you got no humane bone in your body. You know, and yeah, that's for the ones that are not like John Brown. Because all of y'all asses, you got the inclination to be like these savages right here that you try so hard to protect and to keep it hidden. And that's because your motherfucking asses don't want to embrace John Brown and what he stood for. So no, I'm not finna sit there and give your ass mercy either. You ain't no God. Your ass is a devil. You are the very Satan. Ooh, honey, yeah, I throw all that back at your ass. Sure do. Don't make me send my ancestors on you, because I will. I will, honey. You and all your people, my skin folks too. Y'all gonna let my ancestors get their just due. You gonna set your ass down and shut up. Get the fuck off the internet then. Go do you go. I don't know, hell, go make some white babies or something. But you're gonna leave black people alone. You're gonna let our ancestors get their justice. You can't stop it. You cannot stop it. The only thing your ass can do is sit down, shut up, and try to learn too. Because you've been misled just as much as we have. Your ass ain't got no power. You don't have no power. Your people don't have no power. Your people got manipulation tactics. That's it, and that's our manipulation tactics. I want you to know right now, you come here with that bullshit, honey, I'm not racist. I ain't even prejudiced. I'm very suspicious of y'all asses. You get it straight about face. No, I'm not racist or prejudiced. I'm suspicious of y'all motherfucking asses. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that, honey. Yeah, now I'm going to have me a good night's sleep. Yeah, I keep my ancestors with me. I know whose side I'm on. You don't know whose side you on. So, yeah, you just be sure where you be going and shit. Everybody ain't up for that shit. Everybody ain't trying to soothe y'all and make sure y'all comfortable and shit. Yeah, hell, the whole world is on fire. Thanks to white America. Thanks to white America. The world won't ever be smooth again till we get the whole planet back to its natural homeostasis. Back to that natural equilibrium without white folks. Well, there it is. I said it. I sure did. Well, you tell me another way we gonna get the world back to that calm and cool and pro-life equilibrium. That's what I thought. But I digress. And I see y'all tomorrow, at least for a few minutes or something, you know. I don't know. But good night. And I'll see y'all later. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, I know these motherfuckers. Shit. Oh, how they can donate. Oh, yeah, I do got a cash out, but I got to let my daughters and stuff show me how to put it on there and stuff. Because I ain't trying to put it no really, you know, personal stuff on there and stuff. If they tell me to get a new cash app, then that's what I do. Maybe they'll tell me do it this way, do it that way. I don't know. But I'll check with my daughters and see and stuff, you know. But I sure appreciate it. Yeah, I do. And I do got some merchandise and stuff when it's time. Yeah, I do got it up and ready and stuff. But, you know, my ancestors is telling me, honey, this ain't even about the money. You need to try to get this message out and help my people to remember us. So that's what I'm doing and stuff, you know. That's what I'm doing. I do got my website up and stuff, you know. But I did that because they were like, yeah, get it up and get it running. And then next thing I know, they were like, yeah, now sit down and do this. So I started doing this, and now I'm here. And then they were like, yeah, well, get that and start reading. And that's when we started reading Red Summer and stuff, you know. So they just telling me when to do it and stuff, you know. And I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it, you know. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. I can take care of myself. I ain't got a whole lot of needs and stuff like that. So I can do what they tell me to do, you know, and not be, oh, I need to get this. I need to get. No, I can use this little laptop, that little phone, that little tablet, whatever, these little lamps, and, you know, everything else will come together and stuff. Yeah. Everything else will come together and stuff because my ancestors got me on that. You know, I do appreciate it, and I'm going to get it up. But, you know, yeah, it ain't the priority for me. That's what everybody thinking. You know, because we talking and trying to reach us and stuff that, oh, yeah, you finna make big money and stuff. That's good because we do need finances and we do need to support each other, you know. But it can't be our priority. It cannot be. It ain't my priority. I can live within my little basic means and stuff, my little meager means and stuff. You know, I can manage within that right there. And I can be content because all of this superficial stuff, it ain't even worthy. It ain't even worthy, honey. I'd rather walk around in my thrift store clothes with my books than walk around here looking like a motherfucking billboard talking about Louis Vuitton, Prada, Lululemon. Hell no, not me. I'm not for all that fake shit. Hell, I can deal with it. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and power to the people. Oh, you seen my merchandise. Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We need world homeostasis back now and fast. We gonna get it back. Peace and power to the people. Get you some rest too. Get some sleep.